Oh wow, it worked the first time through. Just to make sure, if you guys have been following along the last couple of times, oh shit, that hasn't worked great. So, so that's a fascinating development. You might have seen the title. You might have seen the thumbnail, and if you're well versed in what's going on out there, then you totally know what's going on, and you know what that is. That's Tower 7, everybody. So yeah, Tower 7, and why is it Tower 7? All right, this is what you're probably asking yourself. You're going, why is this? Why is he showing me picture of Tower 7? Now he's showing me gifs of what appears to be Tower 7, uh, just and of complete natural causes being leveled to the ground here. So why is that? Well, started off easy here. Hi, I'm your host tonight for the evening, and this is not a completely naturally caused uh, Jordan Harmon, your host for the shit stuff. Anyway, this is an inside job. You may be familiar with 9/11 and all the fun that ensued. It's pretty intense. It's pretty extreme. Um, so shit, is it not on the screen? That's all me. Doesn't need a streaming. Not that new. This is the fucking Tower 7. All right, there it is. So we're gonna lap it up. All right, is this fucking busted every time? So if I go over here, is it coming back? Holy shit! You know, it's not the best. This isn't the best. I have to like rewind. Is it choppy? It looks like no audio. Hello. Okay. Well, fucking and again. All right. It's Tower 7 because America right now is being controlled demolition, as you may know, much like how Tower 7 was exploded. They pulled it, as they said. Yeah, they call it polling, I guess, when they blow up an entire building. Nothing's left. Controlled demolition. Similar thing happened to these guys here. You may recognize these guys, known as the Twin Towers. So yeah, not pretty. But why do I bring it up? Because we are these guys now. America is at its final stages. You may be aware of this. Also, if you watch my trailer, let me know. I mean, the trailer's pretty good. Yeah, after you make a trailer, one of the trailers, you just sit back and you always feel good about it. I like all the trailers. You go back, but yeah, they all feel good, and they're all very topical. They all speak for their time. Um, yeah. So check that out. I think it's the longest trailer. I mean, 3 minutes is like a crazy long trailer. It doesn't. Starting the new season, and yeah, it's gonna be good stuff. Keep it. I'm gonna keep it real. That thing's gonna be. It's gonna be nice. You're gonna. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be punchy, compact, powerful shit. That's gonna. It's probably might make you weep. It might make you fucking cry. It could make you laugh. I have very powerful curator of images. I guess I don't know what you call it. It's not great. Either way, I was also thinking if I should stream longer, but it just feels I don't know. I'd have to find something to do. I really would. Really would. Anyways, it's controlled demolition here of America. And what does that mean? what does controlled demolition of America? And it's not just America; it's also the West at large. I'd like to say, and I don't really say the West, but that's what people call it. Whatever, Europe and whatever. These guys are all going to be eating plates of dog shit here coming up, considering what's what's coming down the pike here. Um, yeah. So you go, what do you mean? This is probably you just wondering all the time what's going on. So what do you mean that it's a controlled demolition? Okay, all right, I got you. What's the West? And here we go. Make sure this is still functional. Okay. Sometimes it will just give out. It'll not work. Gosh, that's not what I'm looking at. So this is the West as we know it, I guess. All right. Yeah, sure. And what's happened over the last few decades basically is uh, America and these other places you see on the map have been looted and gutted and there we go, destroyed for their shit. And this isn't the first time in the world that's ever happened, but yeah, this is what's going on. Basically, getting Detroited, just getting your shit fucking taken and given to China or one of these more, these other countries here that they're more willing to have be a more prosperous whatever. Yeah, that's where they're gonna pool the resources over in China. That's the new blueprint. So we were the blueprint for a while here in America, and now it's China. Who's pulling these whatever fucking strings, or who's in charge here? It's it can start to get vague, but just know these guys are all just Vince McMahon puppets. They're not real. America and China and this beef that they want you to think is real, but at the same time, we're going to give all the money and resources to fucking China. Put all our stuff over there. They're going to make all of our things, but also you should be worried about what they're up to. That's just another fear tool that they use, fear saddle that they toss on people to control them. And I mean, they'll do that shit all the time, and you better believe the Chinese are being told about the Americans and whatever the fuck. But really, are we a threat to the Chinese? What are we gonna do? The Chinese, really, the government or whatever is gonna be able to leverage that fear as fuel, as an energy source to get some real shit done. Same thing they do here. So it's sort of the real battle is just these. It's big guy versus little guy, but who's in charge is these shadowy sort of structures of people and secret society or whatever the fuck. But really, is this shit above all that people think they serve the fucking devil, and at a certain point, you kind of go maybe at the top there's this Baphomet, just the hermaphrodite, hermaphrodite, whatever, fucking the dick and the whole thing out, goat head, and they ask what the fuck they should do for the day. But I mean, it is really like, at a certain point, you start to wonder, is it saying it could be, Baphomet or whatever the evil shit they're going for, but so it's part of, and so the whole thing is just to call it the dialectic, two opposing arguments and positions that just go back and forth and talk shit. So this is just to point out it's not exclusive to America. Everybody's getting it. Israel, even there's a lot of this Israel discussion is the controlled demolition of Israel. You look at what Israel was. Here they are putting it right. And what Israel was a PR campaign. I mean, one of the best marketing fucking strategies or whatever the fuck, whatever ever. And that whole thing has been destroyed. America was, the land of opportunity, whatever the fuck they'd say, and that's all gone. That's destroyed. I don't have to tell you about that. So uh, now it's sort of the final stages of that. That's why they brought in Trump. That's why they bring in these characters to keep you preoccupied, uh, so you don't focus on how all these places are really getting gutted. And you might have heard Trump talking about he's going to bring in 600,000 Chinese students, which I'm sure they're great, but 600,000 annually Chinese students is almost like how many spots are there in college? Like, now I have to look this up. How many? I mean, I don't know. How much attendees? It wouldn't even be attendees. What would it be? Just these. It'll be a lot. 600,000 a year. So it'd be enrollments. Shit. God damn it. And this isn't the more interesting part, but it does go to just show you where the resources are going. It's not for your little bitch ass. Approximately 18.4 million students enrolled. They're not going to give you that number. I think it's a little heated right now because of probably a lot of people Googling it. It's a big story, so they might bury. They don't want you looking into it, but just know there's 18 million total kids in all of college. Okay, so you replace half of a million. That's might not sound like anything, but if you do the math on that, it's just we call it added 20 million, whatever the fuck. I'm sure the Chinese kids would get me. They'd get me quick on that because they're abandoning us educationally here as a part of the demolition. But yeah, it would be. We need to do some argument. We'll just round it off. Shit. 40. 1 and 40. Yeah, these numbers aren't going to be helpful, but it'd be like 2% annually of all the students. I mean, that doesn't sound like much. I'm trying to figure it out. 2.5 annually. I mean, it doesn't sound like much. I get it. They do. Yeah. Well, it really needs to be that 600,000 are going to need a goddamn Great Wall to stop them. And ironically, they're the ones that could help us with that. Okay. So what I'm saying here is, this whole thing is basically made to, even like this whole thing where they're trying to go like China's debt trapping Africa. It's like, you think America doesn't know that? We think America doesn't debt trap people? You think that's not a part of the fucking plan? They always want you worrying about something that's really kind of tertiary. It's the third thing you should be worried about. And as you work your way down the line, you start to see the more primary problems. Right? And they don't want you looking at that. They want you 3 fucking things removed at least. Talking about bullshit elsewhere. Okay, but yeah. So now America, a lot of you might have noticed. Maybe it's a little different out here. Maybe things might be a little spicier than you're used to. Maybe they're a little, maybe there's a little bit more of a, maybe it's more, pungent than before, right? Who knows? And maybe it's all types of things. Maybe you don't understand the languages being spoken. This is all controlled. That's all on purpose. I mean, I'm a guy that I think it's cool. Immigration. We're all immigrants. Whatever. But what I'm saying is that's a part of destroying a larger structure, and that'll get you called a Nazi, which is fine. I'll take it. But I mean, it is a big part of it. And this whole thing of where they let him in is like. Just the part of also the dialectic. Like, I don't really. Yeah, you have to just acknowledge that before you can even. But yeah, the point being, Yeah, just don't fall for the fucking games. But what does this mean? You know, obviously the breaking thing, and all these people are gonna be all fucked, you know, and that's us, that's me and you, and all this shit. And maybe you've heard my what I had to say about the fucking about the plan. Everybody should have a plan out there already when this thing goes, you know, and it already is going, but you know, really when it's a way to get out of here, because they're not they also realize that they can't trick people into going into World War III, maybe the same way that they thought they would be able to, just like a couple of a couple of months, maybe even uh, earlier, because now they're pushing the new psyop. The new psyop is it's gonna be a civil war with Portland and fucking Seattle. Like, really? Civil war? We all kill each other. Oh, we make your job easier, evil fucking guy somewhere. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's all right actually. I don't want to do that. And really, when you dig deeper into this thing they're calling a civil war, it's actually a, a class war that they're defining, a revolution of sort that they don't actually want it to be. Phrased like that, they don't want it to be placed like that, because what it's actually about is, the disparities in wealth and income and the lacks, and, and the lack of resources, and the people that have not have some, and the people that don't have stuff. It's the same fucking shit that it is all over the fucking place. But they want to call it a civil war and tell you to kill your fucking neighbor. So heads up for that one. And even the revolution, if it really does come the way people are talking about it, I wouldn't just trust that shit. Man. It's definitely gonna be, some bullshit. Read up on the Bolsheviks and the Russian Revolution. I'm not trying to get you guys, but the classic play is they're gonna the revolution, and now what do? What's your fucking move? So heads up for the fucking that one too. Yeah, just a lot of good information. That's yeah. They're trying to trick people in a lot of different directions, just feeling it out. But yeah, they pivoted off of this uh, intercontinental warfare thing. More than likely, I mean, but we'll see what they did. Maybe it's a misdirect. But yeah, it doesn't seem. It seems like they want us to just all kill each other and make their job much easier. And I'd say don't fall for it. Make their job as hard as possible. Don't do it. Just make their job difficult. Just make it incredibly fucked up. Yeah. So the controlled demolition of America. And what does it mean for us here? How are we gonna feel it? And it's pretty simple. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already feeling it. Make sure it's dead. Let's see if it works. I guess I'm gonna be able to see this shit. Sometimes I like to Google things just to see what even pops up. God damn. Edited that entire trailer. That was pretty nice. It's a book. The American Empire. Oh shit, it's Tower 7 also, man. Yeah, it really is a Tower 7. We're getting Tower 7, folks, man. Like this is some fucked up shit, man. But yeah, here we are, getting Tower 7. Pretty fucking gruesome. Yeah, so basically when they say that you're gonna own nothing and be happy, and when they say, you're gonna you can name all the horrible dystopian shit they've been saying for however long. We're overpopulated. You're fucking, all the fucking scary shit with all the fucked up implications. The surveillance that's constantly tracking you. I mean, it's really like, it really gets out of hand. All right. So, but the point is, you can feel this demolition in all the different corners of society here. modern world. I mean, you name it. When you go to, I don't know, you go to the fucking store and you pick up some fucking Levi jeans. I guarantee you, and I've been stuck on this, maybe you're familiar with my Levi jeans thing, but I bought this fucking pair of Levi jeans. I thought they'd be cool, and it was the worst. I mean, I call them jizz rag jeans. I mean, they're really fucking bad. It's like, you could rub one out in one of those fucking things. You can jizz into it frictionless on one's private parts, on one's genitals. Penis. I don't know I don't even know what you can really say on YouTube, and I'm kind of whatever. They're just rag jeans, and that's really kind of everything. You go to traveling, everything's fucking expensive, but is any of it really like worth it? Or everything's just expensive and shitty. The Levi jeans didn't cost any less, even though they're definitely made of fucking horse shit. That's why you put them on and instantly you get like fucking suicidal thoughts and shit. They're like so shittily made. I couldn't recommend enough that you get actual Levi jeans or jeans from before probably 2015 maybe. Something happened in there where there's a lot of shit over here. I mean, it's not too much. It's a cup of pens, but it's to the eye, it's very distracting. Yeah, get a pair of jeans before 2015. I think is when they started putting in like some fucking like polyester, fucking testosterone decreasing fucking chemical. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that should not be worn by people. It might make a good like dog coat or something. I don't know what that should be for. But I put that shit on and I was just less dopamine, less everything. I'm like, and it was cost the same fucking Levi price, and that's where we're living right now. College is a fucking scam. If you're going to college, if you went to college, especially shit, I might have to get the groceries. It's not a drill, unless it is. Okay, it's a drill. It is a drill. But yeah, if you went to college, you got scammed, especially recently. If you went to online class and shit, and you didn't even butt chug fucking, glue that you're supposed to, whatever people do, then you fucked up. I didn't go to college. I knew it was a scam. I made a video about it, my second video ever, after calling Joe Rogan OJ. Or Joe's phone already. Podcasting. But if you would have listened to me, you could have dodged, hundreds of thousands of dollars in bullshit. But a lot of people don't, And also listen to me again here. Don't go to the military. Okay, everybody that's asked me. All right, and I've saved fucking lives like this just by telling them don't go. Don't go. And at some point, they're going to thank me. They're going to bring me gratitude, and then their grandchildren are going to thank me. I'm going to go, hey, no problem. I saved his life. I'm a hero, right? But till that day, until they acknowledge me as my heroic fucking achievements and shit, I'm just going to keep telling them not to go. And it really is the best move. I just go like, don't go. I've had multiple people ask me if they should go to the military, if they should go to college. And for college, I tell them at least take 1 year off. Go 1 year, walk around, do something. What do you do without school? And go figure that out and like what the fuck you like to do. And then for military people, I tell them about go. They're going to start World War III soon. They're going to be blown to fucking smithereens by a robot. It's going to be atrocious. It's going to be horrific injuries, egregious wounds. There's a word, I think it's grievous injury. You're going to be all fucked up, mangled by a Chinaman or an Arab or a Ruski. Something's going to happen to you. And no one's going to be able to repair you. And for the rest of your life, you're going to have to carry that on. You're going to be an injured man. You're going to be emotionally crippled. You're going to be physically crippled. And the government isn't going to help you. And your fellow citizens would walk right past you while you're homeless on the street and go into the fucking gas station, get some Skittles, walk right back out, right past your ass again, and not think twice about it. So I tell you guys, Truly, don't go. Save yourself the time and the headache. But yeah, I know a couple people. I'm related. Like dads, everybody's got like a story that they really just tell. But yeah, my dad, I'll tell one story. The other one is even more fucked up, and they both are about Nam, really. But Nam, um, but my dad's cousin went to Vietnam. He goes there because one of his buddies got drafted or something. They made a pact to like one of us get drafted. One of the most retarded. I would just tell him, hey, that bad news, but he got drafted. We all gotta like, okay, I gotta get these. Now I gotta do this. But point is, he goes there and after getting drafted, he gets all fucked up. They dump Agent Orange on him. He comes back. He's all fucked up from the Agent Orange. I'm pretty sure maybe he's addicted to some drug. I don't know. He goes to New York City, gets stabbed to death. Boom. You go, that's the life of a veteran. That's you going out there, putting it all on the line for America and dying in an American city or getting murdered. Getting murdered in American City. Not by the Viet Cong, mind you. They didn't go on the offensive like that. They just some, it's, it's the wild city there. But yeah, we'll figure this one out. Don't go. Shit. Oh yeah, I'll get these real quick. Circle back. I wish I had like a loading screen or something I could put here. Maybe I should just put like. Oh, here we go. Now I got a great one. Now I got a great one. Everybody calm down. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yes, I'm gonna get it. The thing. Jesus. Unbelievable. Hopefully this is the whole. There you go. So just have it loading. This is like pending, Unless this one's better. All right, unless this one's better. We want to catch that one is a little better. Should we catch the full time now? All right, I'm back. Oh my god, I didn't even fucking share the fucking. I just meant to be a short share. I am hungry as hell. Yeah, very hungry. They brought in the food and it was good. Some good food. There. But yeah. This is about the controlled demolition of America. You can see it everywhere, socially, and whatever. Even that is being destroyed. And all these things considered great about America, you can watch them be destroyed in real time now. Thanks to where we're invested in this. Thanks to where we've invested our money, or not we, but really the powers that be, and it's everywhere. I mean, really, at college was a war, and even socially, there's no communities. I mean, good luck trying to find like an actual. I don't know. I mean, you can find some groups here and there. It's coming back, but it's like there used to be like real like random social groups, like random groups and shit. They're destroying even this, any type of social cohesion, any type of American fabric bullshit. All of that stuff is being tested and broken. And yeah, and really, if you want like an analogy or a parallel to it, I mean, I would look at our best friends, Israel. And I don't really, I don't have any animosity really towards anybody. Once you get the scale of the game or the how fucked up it is, it's like in Israel you have to serve in the military. In Israel, they have the Hannibal directive. Well, they'll just fucking kill you. Like if you think like the Israelis or the IDF or someone is being I guess it could be it's a more privileged position than a lot of positions out there, but it's still not a great. It's not an unexploited, unvictimized. Whatever. Point being, you look at those guys. All they had was their PR game of being the most moral army in the world. That's their fucking word. No joke. They would say that openly. And also having an effective fighting force in urban warfare, which if you're looking at this shit, and maybe you wouldn't have noticed that was a thing the whole time through. But really, it's just about destroying their value, right? Destroying their, and I'm not a pro Israel. I know I'm starting to sound, but this is just an analogy. Just because you could see it happening to them too, because they're part of the West. They're catching their piece. Everyone wants to think they're running the whole thing. They're not. They're being used as a catch-all so people don't dig any deeper on what it is, and then that's, do whatever with that information. Because what it is, it starts to get scary. But you can say for now, and you can feel edgy about it, and it is edgy. It is edgy, because they are pushing people to be censored and to be more pro whatever the fuck they think is whatever. All right, but once you get the scale of the victimhood, you sort of just go like, all right, this is this is. You almost can zoom back out. Obviously, don't genocide everybody in fucking Gaza, right? But that's all. But you can see how it's part of a larger project that really no one has control over, regardless of whatever polling says who approves of what or whatever the fuck. You have zero fucking say. You have zero say. Fucking say. Okay, you're really like just strapped to this fucking thing, pretending like you have some say in it because that's the consent that they need from you in order to do whatever the fuck they want, and you allow for it pretty much. And you can already see the Trump faction starting to break down, which is another part I'm glad about. It is why they brought in Trump, because they needed somebody who had that almost Obama style type of unquestionable following, passion about behind them. And they got it out of Trump. That's why they're buddies secretly. Everybody It's not even a secret. It's a one-party system. This thing is incredibly fake. If you think it's real, you're a dumb fuck or you're compromised. Like, it's really like it's only two things, especially with this government shutdown that just happened. Like, if you think any of that was real, you still think there's two-party system. If you Jon Stewart going up there yelling about a two-party fucking system after you just witnessed fucking that, like, then you're a real just dumb fuck or you're a real evil fucking asshole who's here to like drag people to hell with you. Like, it's really one of two options. So, yeah, watch out for that. They both want to take everything from you. All right, that's what this is about. Is just robbing people of everything, and you can really see it happening. Even just little shit, even like being able to like shit people have had for all of humanity, being able to start a family, have a family, support a family, and being able to like fucking collect rainwater and random shit. Being able to say what the fuck you want to say, like, it's the complete demolition. So yeah, I want people to have a plan. Really, is my idea. I'm like, I tell you, if you thought about it, even one time, that puts you so far ahead of most people. Most people are walking around thinking this is normal. Things are supposed to get worse and more expensive. Like, it's like, really, no, it's not. Keep that in mind. That no, that's not what's supposed to happen. It's like fucking insane. So yeah, and really keep a track of what's getting demolished and what's becoming better, because I noticed, this whole thing is gonna it backfires. It's like they locked everybody in to control them, right? And then at the end of it, and that's COVID and all that. And at the end of it, nobody trusts them. Everybody looked into all the horrible shit, and that results in Fauci never being like, where's Fauci? He can't show up ever again, because that's what the fuck it appears to be. That's what it looks like. He can never appear in public ever again. I mean, that's just like a strange thing. It's worth mentioning. That's what happens as like boomerang effect. So, anyways, you'll see things improve, different things. I've noticed like more life to be lived out there as far as just the actual life of it. Get off the internet or whatever, but the recession's always a good time too. It's almost like I don't know, there's something to a recession where people just it's more chill time, good time. Maybe that's the plan. I mean, something like. All right. Now that I've looked this, I'm thinking about the food out there. Really, I'm trying to kill my appetite with this spliff, but it could go either way. This is a spliff. Don't judge me. You can't judge me because I don't care. I don't know the right one. Oh, here it is. Very good. Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, should I stream more? Like, these streams are gonna be more random, especially with the videos coming out. More readily. Yeah, and it takes a while to put those fucking videos together, and they're pretty good. I'd recommend looking at them, whatever. But the streams are just fun for me. I feel like I could just like get the shit out of it. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people's making videos about like they're making stuff talking about shit that's like they're talking about how clubs suck now and social media sucks. And all these things suck. I'm like, they're like Gen Z doesn't get pussy anyway. They'll say these things to you, and you go like, they're destroying the fucking world. They're destroying the known universe. You fucking cunt. Like, what am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? You fucking shit stain. You doo-doo butted dickhead. All right, close these. I'm gonna get these guys. It's really only annoying because they never really a lot of these Trevor Noah type of uh, people will never like address these like nepotism or not Zionism guests or whatever. I don't know where they come from, but they hop up there and they'll never address the economic issues facing people and all this shit. They'll just go, oh, maybe it's too much porn. Maybe the schools aren't teaching people right now. It's schools and porn. It's like, how the fuck did anybody else get it done if schools and porn fuck it up? Like, no, it's money. It's just money. It's just resources. It's just about being plundered and not being plundered. If this were, the fucking whatever, you could really pick any decade beforehand. You'd be more economically sound. If it were that one, things would be different. Okay. And you can put all the porn in there. You can put all the other shit, bad schooling. And I bet it would still turn out better. But all you can do is just shout at the screen, call him a dumb cunt. Fucking you bitch. Like, can I say that on the YouTube shit? It doesn't matter. Point being, hopefully they don't ban. I was thinking of maybe setting up a different channel to stream on. Just because making the videos now. I don't want it to be like conflated. I don't know. The streaming is nice. On this channel, you get what's going on there. Control demolition, right? And they really put it in, it's in all these things. So whenever you see something about why is this fucked up, it's because the controlled demolition of America, the total and complete collapse / controlled demolition of America in the West. That's why, but they'll try to frame it as something. Oh, it's because of we fucking the fucking schools and the fucking, whatever the fuck. And it is some of the shit, some of the fucking chemicals. They're not going to be bringing that shit up. It's all this. It's a lot of fucking stuff, but it's mostly just being destroyed on purpose is the issue. So, I would just like to point that out. Holy shit. I can't read my handwriting. I'm getting pretty fucking hungry here now, but I'll finish this one off here. I mean, I don't want to worry people about this shit. I'm not like trying to fear people into it. I'm just, it's almost like I just want to be able to talk about the things that are obviously happening. One of them is like America just being destroyed. All these issues, and they always bring it up like. It comes from like it's 1,000 different pieces, but it's all just one problem. And that's why they want you on the tertiary shit. They want you on the third problem down. They don't want you on the one big issue, which is this whole thing being destroyed on purpose for profit. There's a lot of people making a lot of money. It's like China's getting the high-speed rail. What the fuck did you get? China's getting the fucking college fucking spots by Donald fucking Trump. What the fuck did you get? And Trump's saying he's talking about handing out $2,000 or some shit to all these fucking people. Look, I'll believe it when I fucking see it. It's like GTA fucking 6 at this point. I'm like, really? You're gonna get people money? Sure. It's like reparations and shit. And I'm like, I'll believe it when I'm like sitting on my 40 acres and my mule at the same time. At the same exact time. I'm gonna need both of them at the same time. And when I'm right there, I'll go, okay. Oh, they really did it. But other than that, it's bullshit. So I wouldn't get your hopes up about that. And again, think about this shit. Like, really, like, think about it puts you miles ahead. Like, you really wouldn't, get equipped whatever you need. Whatever you need to do. But all this stuff plays into it too. All these psyops and these, it's all just keeping people divided enough to not notice that they're being conquered, really destroyed. And a warning to everyone in a major city too. So the 15-minute city thing ties into this shit. The 15-minute cities are going up. I mean, all over the place, and they're hitting everybody. They'll hit LA, they'll hit Hawaii, Maui, whatever. They don't care. They're lighting this bitch up. So if you live in a major American city, just be ready for that. I don't know, and they're already doing all this weather engineering. They'll tell you that, but they'll tell you it's a good thing. they'll tell you they cloud seed just before 4th of July just to help out. It's like, oh, when else? When else are you manipulating the weather? It's always just to help. maybe, but probably not. God damn, this thing is longer than I thought it'd be. Shit. What else was big? I always get off, and that's when I remember something. I'm like, fuck, I should have brought that shit the fuck up. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, and again, I was a fan of him. I was a big America guy, fanboy. I mean, you can probably tell by some of my videos or whatever the fuck. They're all very American. But sometimes you have to acknowledge what's happening. Lion King, Timon, something. When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world. Which I don't think is not actually a great quote. I mean, maybe you shouldn't do that, but that's like where America's at right now. If America's trying to fuck me, I'm not gonna stick around. It's trying to fuck me over pretty bad. It's trying to fuck all of us over, really. So the strategy here is to figure something else out and be ready, because this thing it's going over, and I'm an American fan. I hope it gets turned around, and I'm still optimistic. I just don't know exactly where it lands. That's why I'm like trying to figure it out. But right now, you can tell the end goal really is to balkanize America. Turn this one gigantic landmass that goes from sea to shining sea, from, the whole fucking thing, Tallahassee to Seattle. They don't want that. 300, 400 million fucking people all in this big chunk of land where they have, the ability to talk shit and own firearms and shit. That's like insane. They don't want that. Remember, these guys are like, and it'd be hard to explain, but they don't have allegiances to beliefs or locations and all these things like that. Nationality, ethnicity, they're like beyond, reptilian might be just a better way to call it, just because it's that alien to the rest of what's going on here. And so these guys are making these new rules that are going to be, I don't know. You got to be ready. Don't have a plan, and don't take their shit. If they're ever offering you anything for free, it's definitely a smallpox blanket. It's never anything too good. It's a smallpox blanket. It's a COVID vaccination. It's a booster. Get your ass out of there. They have never given you anything good for free. Okay. What's that? Just dropping the knowledge I get in here. Just realized I'm elder Gen Z. Like, I saw the second tower come down as a 4-month-old. And I'm thinking to myself, just the geopolitical ramifications of such consequence. And it's interesting to think that was really just the kind of the beginning. Really the 80s was the beginning of this collapse. But still, maybe even before that. Really, I'd say 80s. But now it's China starts. My advice: learn Chinese. Learn to speak Chinese. All right, I'm not joking. I wish I was joking, but so learn Mandarin. Don't speak that Taiwanese shit. They're not gonna be fucking with that. They're definitely gonna beat your ass if they hear that shit. So it's Cantonese. Don't learn Cantonese. Learn Mandarin, and that Chinese. Because this place is over, and it's going on there. I'd just tell people really just use what you know to make it better for the people that you the people that you love and yourself. Don't get too bogged down in the shit. How can you use the information you're aware of to benefit you and the people you love? I mean, it's a bit, cannibalistic, but we're here in the land of the plumed serpent, Armaruaca. All right, and you have to start fucking. You're gonna have to sally up, whatever they call it. So, yeah. Well, now we're getting there. Yeah, and this whole there's a lot of bullshit going on. This whole Zoran and Charlie Kirk thing. It's like who really are these people? Like I'm not trying. It gets interesting, man. And all these conflicts are smart. It really is big guy versus little guy. Like don't get tricked into the names and the stories and the shit. Even this other stuff like Irina, all this Brzezinski. I, not sure. I guess the second name you might be able to tell, but that one I'm like I encourage people to watch it and just be blown away by how fake it was. But I saw it really take effect on people. I'm like, oh wow, this guy's a believer. I'm seeing people get I can you notice people sort of fall for certain things, and maybe they'll fall for it for a little bit, and then they'll sort of silently back off. And I get it. I was there thinking, I don't know, like fuck, I thought Trayvon really got fucking shot. I thought George Floyd really got, yeah, I can go down the list. But once you bullshit people this many times, they just start to tell you again. It's the rubber band effect, and they test out every now and then if it still works, So stay sharp. But it's like, does anybody remember that lady that got shot in the head right before Kamala was running? The police shot her in her head in her house. But yeah, and that one was also fake. And if you want to know how I know, it's because who's the last person the cops shot one time? They shot one bullet at. And what kind of black woman is inviting the cops into her home? You guys have to really understand just the extent they'll go to instill fear in you, to be able to control you, to do all this fucked up shit. They're willing to stitch together a bullshit fucking story like they have countless fucking times before. So, heads up for that shit. And similar with the reverse, when they're hitting you with the fucking reverse George Floyd, the reverse Trayvon Martin, they're hitting you, and you just, I've seen these guys falling straight in that. They're going, oh, Irina, the sweet Ukrainian model taking the train, working at a pizza place. What? What is happening? You believe that shit? That shit coming out of your own fucking... It's pretty funny. The deep state's funny. I'm always saying that, man. Deep state is hilarious, man. Because that is just funny. I call it Beauty and the Black Thug, the whole area. But I've just been thinking about all these psyops and the Charlie Kirk shit and how that's it's the white George Floyd. It's the the great white hope of murals on a wall. Fucking people. It's like Jesus Christ. Yeah, it really is fascinating though to see it take place in people, who would know otherwise. Right? They know, some of them know, they know about trauma-based mind control. They know about, false flags and, hoaxes and whatever the fuck, but they'll still go in there. And a lot of these people are obviously compromised. I've been checking off the list, by the way, on my game of retarded or compromised. I've been. It's a tough game. Like, don't fucking think I'm joking, man. It's like it's like a chess tier game. That shit is like, some of these guys, it's a tough one to pin down, to call. But yeah, they're out there. You have to be able to sort through this. But they really did the white George Floyd on everybody, and they sort of went for it, on the eve, 9/11 eve, they took the bait. You really got to roll your eyes at these fucking guys every day. Yeah, oh, you guys are fucking stupid. It's not a deep state. It's shit on you. Because you are just, you're not cut out for for being able to even use your own mind. Someone else should be using your mind for you. It really becomes like the argument for mind control very quickly. You go, okay, maybe this person is not okay, and they should have somebody else should be in charge. But yeah, I mean, it gets pretty fucked in there. I just want people to just be aware of what's going on. I mean, use your fucking critical thinking abilities, and not that doesn't mean sitting in front of fucking Rachel Maddow yelling for an hour. All right, that's not critical thinking. When they're telling you something absurd, ask yourself, how the fuck would that be possible? That's the thing about it's just the Manhattan shooting, a guy walking in, palming a rifle. How long was you walking around Manhattan palming a rifle? How impressive. I've never seen it done. Except for GTA. Even then. And yeah, there it is, the controlled demolition. And there's still some opportunity here, America isn't all the way over. It's still a place. It still has like name brand recognition. It's not quite all the way over, but it's getting there. It's ticking down. So now more than ever, it's like time to get up on your feet before you're out of feet. Yeah. Until next time, man, it'll be a good place to end it. There's no thing went out here. Till next time. Think about it.